Hello, everybody. Arashi YT here, and it's been a while since I made a video for my YouTube channel with my actual face, with me actually talking to you guys. I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago. I did uploaded some Bloodborne videos, but that was just me directly playing from the PlayStation 4 and just uploading every fight I had in Bloodborne and then uploading that on YouTube. So that was just something I did in my spare time, and I wanted to share that on my YouTube channel because I absolutely love that game. But I want to talk to you guys directly and I am using my phone to record this, so no editing. I'm going to directly upload this from my phone to YouTube. So if the quality seems a little bit bad, it's from my phone. There's no editing. And I want to talk to you guys because there has been a lot of going on in my life for the last month or so. Yeah. So, if you follow me on Twitter, you guys would know that I have been visiting Indonesia 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. And I went to Indonesia to be with my girlfriend who lives there. And now she's my fiance because I asked her to marry me. I proposed to her and she said yes. Yay. But I've had an amazing time in Indonesia. I've seen the big city Jakarta. I've been to the countryside of North Sumatra near Toba Lake, which is absolutely beautiful. That was one memory I will never forget. Like, Toba Lake is one of the beautiful things I've ever seen in the world so far, and I definitely want to go back there. And I also went to Bali, which is more like a tourist attraction. So I've seen like the three different sides of Indonesia, and Indonesia is such a beautiful country, very chantic country. And of course, I had an amazing time with my girlfriend there, with my fiance there, and that's like the best 2 weeks of my life, which I hope I can one day relive again because I'm definitely going back to Indonesia. But if you also followed me on Twitter at Supersunarashi, links will be in the description below. I think I can easily copy the description for my previous video in the video, but I'm drifting off. All right. So, for you guys who follow me on Twitter, I've already put it on Twitter, but I'm going to say it again because it is a serious thing that happened to me. When I came back from Indonesia, like, it was a big flight. I come from the Netherlands, and flying to Indonesia, well, flying to Singapore because I had a transit in Singapore. So from Singapore to the Netherlands is like a 12 and a half hour flight. So that's 12 and a half hours on the airplane. And before I came back to the Netherlands in Singapore, I also had a transit of like 12 hours. I fly from Jakarta to Singapore, and then I had to wait 12 hours in Singapore before I can take my flight. And I couldn't do that much. I know there's like a big stuff you can do in Singapore itself, but I couldn't leave the airport itself. So I was stuck being in the airport for 11 hours or something. And so what do? Well, you walk around, you read a book, you eat something, you try to maybe get like a nap in because it's like a big flight. And then, all right, we can finally fly back to Amsterdam. So I went into the airplane and I was so tired that for the most part in the airplane itself from Singapore to Amsterdam, I slept. I slept a lot. I tried to do a nap. I watched some movies. I watched The Joker. I watched The Suicide Squad. Amazing movies. But for the most part, I was just so tired. I didn't want to leave my seat. And for you guys who don't know, if you are taking a flight of 12 hours, it's sometimes good to just stand up and walk around. I didn't do that. So when I arrived back in Amsterdam, when the airplane landed, I was about to get my hand luggage from the uh, area where you put your hand luggage above your seat. I grabbed my hand luggage, grabbed my bags, all of my belongings, and then suddenly things went white. Like, it's like the feeling when you stand up too fast and you're like a little bit dizzy, like, oh, what's going to happen? Although now the feeling didn't go away. I felt like everything was spinning around, and my breathing suddenly became more hard to do. Like I was panicking. I was like, so like the flight attendants and everybody was quick to help me and put me in my seat or in the middle of the seat so everybody else can leave the plane at that point. But that feeling that I had couldn't get away. So eventually they got an ambulance because they knew that I was having a serious panic attack. And right away, the people from the ambulance, they already knew, like, all right, this could be serious. This could be something with your lungs. And to make a long story short, I got a pulmonary embolism. I hope I uh, am speaking that correctly because English is not my native language. But to make it simple, I got a blood clot in my leg because of sitting too long. And the moment that I stand up, that blood clot went from my blood vessels all the way from my leg to my lungs, where it got stuck, like here, like in the, like if this is the, like it got stuck like in the middle, and that's why I couldn't breathe too much because my heart suddenly had to work overtime, and so I got a pulmonary embolism. Thank God the plane already landed. Can you imagine what would happen if I got that attack when I was still in the air? Things could have gone a lot more serious. So yeah, I got in the hospital, and right away in the hospital when I was in the bed and monitor and all, so they could check my heart rate, they could check my blood levels and such. They immediately knew like this is a seriously blood clot in your lungs. This is a seriously pulmonary embolism. This is like very big. We want to put you in the ICU. Just pre-measure so we can keep an eye on you 24/7. And that got me scared a lot. So I went to the ICU. I got all the wires in me. I got like electro thingies on my chest so they can measure everything. I got like a wire in my like like in here still a little bit, which is one of the most painful things I've felt like at that point because I don't like those kinds of things. I don't like hospitals. I've been keeping away from hospitals for quite a while. But yeah, like I had to spend 2 days in the ICU. One night my heart got very low, so they got very scared. But eventually I could leave the ICU, everything was going fine. I went back to the normal depart area in the hospital, and eventually they said like, okay, everything's fine, I think you can go home again, but you need to take blood thinners, which I am now taking medication right now, blood thinners, 2 a day, and then at one point I'll go to one a day in halfway of July. But I also, if I can show you guys that, I need to wear this like stocking. Like I will get my own. This is one from the hospital itself, but I need to wear this for at least 2 years, which is going to be weird because it's like a big ass sock you have to wear for 2 years. I hope you can see that because I'm again recording this from my phone. Um, so I'm going to get my own one, like personally made, next week. But yeah, like I'm back home. I'm feeling much greater. Like breathing wise, I'm doing a lot better than 1.5 weeks ago when I was in the hospital. But I do feel my leg because my leg has thrombosis. I forgot to mention that. Like I got thrombosis in my leg. So I've got thrombosis and I'm recovering from my pulmonary embolism. So yeah, that was one of the scariest moments in my life. I went from the most happiest moment, which was being with my girlfriend in Indonesia, to one of the most scariest moments in my life because it was a very serious condition I was in. And again, if it happened when I was still in the air with the plane, it could have ended much more badly. I probably wouldn't have made this video right now. So, yeah, the reason why I'm making this video is, and it's already going to be a long video because I can see we are just passing the 10 minutes right now. So I'm going to end it off because I didn't want to make this video longer than 12 minutes. Because I did say that I wanted to make YouTube videos again after I come back from Indonesia. Now, because of this thing that has happened to me when I got back, that's probably going to take a little bit longer. And my laptop isn't the best anymore, so I'm going to try my best to at some point make videos again. But I did say in the past that I want to make videos again, but I'm going to like reboot the whole channel. So we're going to start from scratch, making new content, and all the things that I've made in the past that's just scrapped off because I want to go to a new direction with my channel, making stuff that I really want to make and not only Pokemon content or anything else. And at some point in my life, maybe my channel will turn more into a vlog channel because if I am going to get married one day and spend the time with my wife, maybe I want to make videos about that and the whole process of that. But that's something for in the future. But I just wanted to make this video so you guys know, like, hey, are you still alive? Thankfully, yes, I am. But yeah, so you might expect YouTube videos in the future because at the moment I can't work because of the stuff that I have. I have to slowly build up again because I need to get back at 100%. But yes, maybe I will make videos in a few weeks. Maybe I will start making videos in a bulk and then upload them later on. But at least now you know the condition that I'm in, and uh, yeah, because I have been making YouTube videos for 7 years, and I could have made a video in the hospital itself. You know how many views that will bring me? I could have done the thing that any YouTuber would have done to make views, but that's not me. I mean, if you want to see pictures, I posted the picture on my Twitter account. So yeah, but I'm going to end it off here. We're past the 12 minutes, so in a nutshell, I had an amazing time in Indonesia. I had some less amazing time in the hospital. I'm now recovering. I am doing better, and hopefully, I can come back making videos in the near future. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you have an amazing day. And see you guys hopefully soon in the future in the next video.